here am I. Thank you. Welcome everyone. It's Thursday, and yeah, I've not really been able to play or stream, so I should say, really this week. There were a few changes regarding some D&D, so could not really play some other days, and then other stuff is coming up and such. So it has been what, 5 days almost since last stream. Just because of that, but I'm back, and oh boy, I'm going to see how well I can fight against the first boss. The first real boss, I should say, in AI Limit. I'm not 100% confident in my ability to do that, but let's see how well we can actually do in that game, because I hope for the better. Wait, there is an update for AI Limit? Yesterday. Okay, let's hope that's not going to fix some of the glitches in the game. But now I'm updating it. What does it actually say? It's updating some visuals, other fixes. Oh! Ooh. Forcing that. I was like, does it actually fix some of the things? Well, it might. And if it does, that means that we have to de-patch some things. So by going through it, I mean, yeah, it's nice to see that, hey, if you have some problems with like the infinite loading screens or black screens, you can do some of the following steps. I mean, it's a good thing they are doing it. I'm not going to say that. But it was down here, all the fixes. With fixing an issue where the spell Flame Jet will continue to remain active after entering the next area under certain conditions. So that the spell swap glitch that is used in the game. That means that if we have fixed this issue, that means, fun enough, we are going to make some other categories, presumably depending on, you know, what what we are getting here, because ooh, that's not good. And the other one, fixed the bugs where certain weapon skills and spell could incorrectly cause the character to remain airborne. That's not a big thing more in the speedrun. It was a lot in the beginning, because that could like help you to do certain skips. I'm actually curious if I should download it and then try and roll back afterwards, because I want to see if it will or will not screw things up through the speedrun itself. The spell Flame that will continue to remain active is the most important spell And the most important thing for the speedrunner to even remain as it is right now on the 26 minutes. Actually, it has been beaten, so it's now 26 minutes and 35 seconds, so like 5 seconds shorter. If we don't have the spell swap, that means we cannot beat bosses. I would say that it's going to then change the category completely. I usually want to have a speedrun where you don't need to roll back, because I want to make one that can be used by all people, and most people have the game up to date. They are not rolling back patches and such. So I'm not curious, should I do it and see if the spell swap has been fixed all around, or it will still work maybe in certain places. Yay or nay? The same could be said about being airborne. I do not know whether or not you can then skip all the things, but the big problem here is the spell swap, because you're using that to beat bosses without leveling up, without doing certain things. You can just straight up go over to a boss with it, and they will die in a few seconds because they take continuously damage. That's actually a really big problem, I will say. Have the community said anything themselves about it? Because that's huge. That's actually a really big problem. People are talking about other categories than the end of child. Oh. Have anyone talked about the new patch? Yes, here. Yeah. And this is the funny thing. I'm not really going to show the Discord server, but the fun thing here is they have patched this. And the fun thing is that the devs, at least one dev, seem to be in the Discord. And they have said, we are not going to patch these things because they are not like game breaking in the sense they don't really break the game. And normal people will not really find it. But now we have patched it. So I'm not entirely sure what we should do then. Nothing else is people today are just saying, hey, it happened. So let's that's not good. Anyone else talking about it on the other sides here? No. Interesting. You know what? I'm taking it, and I will see if it works. This update. It's not good for the speedrunning. Oh my god. That really screws up a lot. I mean, it's still possible. It's still possible in the slow too, but because, well, you are not using anything else than the shield to really be able to get out. One thing makes you get out of the arena, the other thing will get you completely out of, you know, everything else. I don't really like to download because it makes the stream slow. I'm not entirely sure how laggy it really is. But yeah, it takes some of my internet to download things on Steam. If I knew about this, I would have done it before stream. But okay, it's not the biggest patch. Okay, when I see it, it was still 3 gigabyte. That's a lot, in my opinion, still. But that's going to change the speedrun completely then. It did not say that it fixed wrong warp. So you can maybe still wrong warp. That will still make things go better, except that how the hell are you supposed to beat bosses? Yeah, that's going to be a problem, isn't it? Maybe it's not really practicing for speedrunning anymore, but actually trying to find a new route. I mean, what the hell are you supposed to do? Oh, dude. I mean, even if you are beating up the enemies in the in-game area and you are level 1, you can level up to, I would say, a fine amount. Regardless, but still, that's a problem. Oh, and they said they wouldn't even do it. That's not good. That's not good at all. So that's going to change the speedrun now forever. We need to have one for current patch, and I usually want one for the current patch. It's one thing if they have made changes to like a boss's AI or something like that. That doesn't really affect too much of anything or route or something. But this one do. I've also been thinking a bit about, what can I say, Elden Ring. So, at the very least, Night Rain. So I like Elden Ring. I really like Elden Ring. And this one is a more fast-paced type of Elden Ring, if you can say that. My biggest problem with it is that, yeah, you can play single player, and I'm not entirely sure how much is going to be single player focused, And yeah, I also like a roguelike game. I really do like a roguelike game because you can like go back and do stuff a different way or meet something new and so on. I mean, I did like to play Binding of Isaac, Hades. Oh my god, I'm waiting for Hades 2 to be fully released before playing that. But for Elden Ring, you are still, I would say, you're not, to my understanding, locked into weapons per se. So you can like change weapons and so on. But you are locked into, are you more like a tank, DPS, range, rogue, mage, and such. Like you are selecting a class, basically. But how much am I going to get fun out of it? I have watched the pre-launch tournament. Yesterday. Just to get a feeling of how, you know, how it is played and such. I don't really like something with a timer on as well. One thing multiplayer shooting games, if we're taking like Fortnite, what was the other game? It's Fortnite and now I cannot remember the other game that was really popular. Player that I do not know, but the type where the map like gets smaller and smaller. I mean, I'm also like not so much for a timing like that map wise going to do it. I'm also thinking about how well something like this boss is going to behave against one person, because this one can like split up to 3 enemies, and it's like, yeah, it will then target all 3 you instead of having 3 players. It will more or less target 1 each. So what will just be a dot fist until the like merge together again or not? I'm a bit conflicted, because I really wanted to play this, but I'm also like, how much fun am I maybe going to really get out of it? Because I do like roguelike, you can play single player, but I feel like it's more limited for a lot of items. Maybe I cannot say how many items there are really in the game, but I mean there is exploring and such. The game is very dense, or the map is dense, but that's also understandable. But I don't really like having a timer. So I really wanted to play it, but well, if I had, I would say if I had friends, then it would be something else that like would play it. Then I can see the more appeal of it, I guess. But for now, I can't. I may not really do it. A bit sad, because I really wanted it. But it's like the more I'm reading, the less I get excited about it, if that makes sense. Do we actually know news about Silksong? Actually, do we? Completely other thing, but Hollow Knight Silksong. anything new. But because Steam still have not said anything. Do we know anything? No, not yet. I do not like that. That's the announce in quotation of it came from Nintendo, and we still haven't a date or anything. It doesn't even say, hey, it comes out like this year. Nothing really screams that. I do wonder if they just drop it at one point. They don't say a release, they just release it. I hope it comes out at the very least this year. But okay, now other games coming out. I mean, Stellar Blade and Forgotten Lands for me comes out the same day. So I have those to have fun with. We have for Wu-Chan, Fallen Feathers. That seems to be a fairly like good game itself. I like the aesthetic of it. So I'm curious about this. Comes out like 1.5 months after. So that's going to be another game picking up. There is also Clear Expedition 33. I should play that as well. I've seen very little about it, but it seems really good. And people are praising it, so I'm thinking of playing that. Ties of Annihilation. They'll still have no real date other than coming soon. And Mouse PI for hire. That one's... I mean, as soon as Mickey Mouse like came out on public space, they announced this game. So I really want to play that. Slay the Spire 2 should also come out. So I'm waiting for that as well to actually have a date. And yeah, I'm still curious about what they're going to do with it. There has not really been any update on Steam. So I'm curious about it itself. But as long as they have made the game so that it's fairly good to speedrun. I mean, it is story rich. So if anything, I still hope it's possible to like skip text or fast forward text in this game as well. Because that was like a fun thing regarding Forgotten Anne. Because in Forgotten Anne, since you need to, or the game developer wanted you to really experience the game, they did not, how should say, they did not implement a fast forward or skip a button for dialogue. But it was the play testers of the game that went out and said, yeah, to playtest this section, it's just exhausting to go through like 10 minutes of dialogue before we can actually play test the game properly. Or something like that. And then it's like, okay, then we fast forward it. So we can skip a lot of the text. So let's see how it is. But I like the game. I like Forgotten Land for really the story, and especially the implications of the lore in that game and world before it, like before you even realize what is really going on in Forgotten and behind the scenes in the world. And that like makes up for a lot of theories, and I like it because it's also very dark. Hi Ender, welcome. I'm talking a bit about the upcoming games here for like the next 2 weeks. That's going to be some good games coming out, as well as Elden Ring will come out, except that I'm probably not going to play it. I really wanted to, but I'm not that fond of games with a timer on. So yeah, I like Elden Ring, I like roguelike games, but I'm not a fan of the Fortnite thing where the map just ends up getting smaller and smaller. I mean, lore-wise, it sort of makes sense that, oh, you will have to survive the night and fight the boss through each night. And that's like the reason the map goes in, because that like the night clinging in and taking over. But at the same time, how much fun is it going to be to run around on a map fighting against other bosses to level up on a timer? And that's like, I'm not entirely sure how much I find that funny. I have watched the pre-tournament of it, so I'm not entirely sure how well I'm going to see it, like feel it. The feeling I got from it was not like, oh, this is selling to me either. When I was watching it, it was more like, yeah, if I played with a friend, it may be funnier because it seems like bosses is also like made to be fought with at least 2 to the maximum of 3 players. So it's also like, how well is the game actually being able to play solo, and how fun will you have it by yourself playing it? That is exploration, yes, but I'm also feeling you are very dense, like everything is like condensed together, and how much exploration can you actually do with the time you have? So I'm not 100% sure. Also, Lies of P, when was the DLC coming out again? Because I really want to play the DLC. Still only coming soon. Well, we just have to wait. I actually thought it had a date. Oh well. I am not going to stress them. They made a very good game. If they can make a very good DLC, I am happy for that. The only thing is that I surely and hopefully believe that they are making not a Lies of P2, but they are making a sequel. Making off with the end credit, the end credit cutscene. That's the word. We had of what is the tale? Oh, I forgot the tale of the girl with the red shoes and the witch and the lion scarecrow. But yeah, that story seemed to be like the root of the game, lore-wise, like this was with Pinocchio. Well, who knew? Who really knows? Who really knows? I just hope that like Lies of P DLC will come out at the very least this year. They are not going to delay it. I also really hope that Hades is going to, you know, actually come out this year. I'm not really looking on most of the updates for them. I'm just waiting for the game to be fully released. Actually, does this say anything right now? There was something here the 6th of May. But I didn't really see anything where they said, hey, it's going to come out like in this state. I just hope it will come out soon. And I hope the game is going to be just like Hades 1. They don't even need to make it much better. As long as they can make the gameplay fun, as well as having great characters, I'm happy. Okay, the weapons also need a good feeling. But I do wonder how the story is going to be as well, because, well, we have to think this is a roguelike game, so it has to like reset. In the first one is because when you get out of hill, you die regardless after a certain time, because you cannot survive out of hill, but you still want to try and get out. And in this case, you are fighting Kronos, the titan that can control time. So it may be that you are defeating Kronos, but you're not killing him. So he may end up resetting time, who knows? But I'm still curious about AI limits. Shall we actually try and give it a shot? See how well it ends up playing it, because oh my god. They even said it themselves that they will not do anything for the glitches in it. And now they have done it. So how well is the game actually going to be since they fixed the glitches? Let's see. We just need to make some new rules and new categories. We need to have that category before this patch, if you're playing on this, for doing the glitches. And then we need a category for the current patch of the game, I guess. That's really sad. I want to always play the game on the current patch. So all the people watching it and be like, okay, if I download the game now, I can technically play it like this. Um. Yeah, what should I really do? I guess I will just go out. Let's see. Abandoned house. Then I need to have... Let's just see if it actually works or not. Cast iron greatsword. Yes, it seemed to have fixed it. That is also going to be a problem then, because that could help with a few skips in the game. So even with a new routing, we can't even utilize this weapon to fly over things. Okay, so that's one bad news. It's just so odd, because they did say we will not fix these glitches, but we have. Well, you can still do this. Oops. So difficult when you are actually on top of it. How can it be I'm still having trouble doing this? Yeah, so you can still like stand on these. Okay, so can we then find other glitches if they have fixed these? The big problem is the spell swap glitch. That was like the thing you needed to do to really be able to beat shit. And how to like run through and beat all bosses. Then you could still run through the whole game. At the very least. That's how you could be able to beat the game in like an hour. That was because of the spell swap glitch. It's annoying. Very annoying. I guess it will not work now. Nope. I can see that I did activate it. I can see that. But I can also see nothing came out of it. So I'm still thinking, yeah, the teleportation works in the game at the very least, so you can teleport to the end game. But since you're moving through everything without really killing it as well, you are at a very low level, and then you need to farm levels and try and farm levels. And how long will it take to farm levels? Yeah. I did activate the glitch. I can see that because I have burned energy. So it did trigger. Why did he go out and fix this? I guess they have also fixed it here. These are like the two main places where you are trying to, you know, utilize the glitch. But I guess it all also being fixed here. Okay, I did not activate it. I can say that at the very least. I've always been bad on the elevator. This is going to be a problem for the speedruns. If we cannot do the spell swap glitch, are we then supposed to beat bosses fast? We can also not really skip places anymore. There's even a place where you can skip more or less the whole area, because you can jump with this weapon. Now they have made it so you cannot even jump that part, even... My god. Oh. This is really annoying. I mean, I can understand they have done it, but at the same time, it's more fun for a speedrunner to be able to do it. And normal players will not really find out about it or try it out maybe even beforehand. How to really do this? So I did trigger the glitch here as well. So they have at the very least fixed these two places. Is there anywhere else we can do that? Is there anywhere where there is actually a loading screen up against ladders? Maybe that could break it for some reason. No. I'm actually trying to think where or how to do it. This is going to be a problem. I mean, it's still possible to do these kind of things. Nope, I can take out the weapon, but I cannot use the weapon art mid-air. There's only like 2 weapons that could do that. But I guess they have fixed that problem for both of the weapons. That means you cannot do that skip. It means you can also not do that thing. Oh, this really breaks the speed run. You cannot do funny things anymore. You could do a small fun thing by skipping the 2 bosses in here because you have the shield. But... and you can technically still wrong warp, I think. I've not tried it. I can try and see if I can do it with some of the other tree branches I have not activated. But that's really annoying. Oh, great. We have another bot coming in here. I'm trying to think. Because we can go... But no, we still need to then... Is there a way to... I mean... I believe there is a way to skip down to the sewer level and technically skip a boss there. But then you still need to go down to the sewers. You still need to go through the whole... I do not know, Buddha monk area with harpoons and such. Well, again, depending on wrong warping or not, if you can still do that. But what will you gain from it? Because you are a level 1 person with a level 1 sword in a late game area. Here was a really good skip you cannot do anymore. That will like take you down there very fast, making you going all around a lot of things. And then from here you could make a skip all the way to here. So you didn't really need to do a lot of things, but all of these things have then been patched out. So even if you just run the game casually and do all the bosses to get down to here, you can still not skip over to the Paris station without going down to the sewers. This is really, really problematic. I'm trying to think what can you actually do to then maybe save the speed run, but they have patched the 2 speed run tactics that we have found in the game. 2 out of 3 at the very least. You're not fighting any bosses really either if you're doing the wrong warp. So that means you are actually level maybe 7. I do not know how much low boss is actually giving you in the beginning to level up, but that's like the only thing you're really are getting what can I say, crystals to level up with. And then you just run over to here and like wrong warp. But that makes you to the end of the game where you will then be overpowered by normal enemies even. How long will it not take to level up? Let's just say 20 levels. And it's not like 20... You also need to have health at the very least, so it's like 40 levels probably you need. And then you just need to farm that and spend time doing that. It's like the only thing I can think of with the new patches. Maybe I should put the game on a bit of hold and see what the community is really going to say about it. It can also be they are going to have a talk with the devs, at the very least one dev, that said that they will not patch these things because it's just ruining the speedrun that is currently in play. And it was going to be annoying for everyone else to try and speedrun the game from now on, I would say. It's not going to be nearly as fun to do it. Let's see, if you do this, we teleport. But we are not getting shit out of it. And that's an annoying problem because you could just be here. And then you just need to run over to here. But you may actually need to do all of this now. Actually, cemetery. Oops. I don't need to try out this. Skip the bus has been defeated. I doubt you can do it on the elevator over here. This is so annoying. Yeah, I doubt you can do it on this one. But let's see. Maybe we are lucky, maybe we are not. I doubt we are lucky. Yeah, I did activate the glitch. Nothing. So they have even fixed it here. How the hell are you then supposed to speedrun this game? Yeah. This is annoying. Very annoying. Why did they patch out the only two things that are really major for the game? Actually, just a spell swap glitch is the biggest thing in the game for speedrunning. I'm fine with everything else more or less if I could just have the spell swap. If we had that, it would not be the biggest problem, because then you could still beat bosses rather fast. And then you just need to run through the level basically and stand beside a boss. The boss will die and that's it. That would also make it more possible for you to actually level up as well, because then you're defeating bosses and you will then have HP to be able to take a hit or two in late game areas. At the very least against Lost Kid. Any other place where it's possible? Well, it is, I believe it is one, but I'm not entirely sure if it is a loading screen up here with this elevator. Nah, this one is not a loading screen. That is another place that is also famous for its loading screen. Oh my god, but that's probably also being fixed. Because it's like the famous places. If anything, we should try and find new places for them. The only thing then we have is to actually be able to go on ledges with help of the shield. Or like doing stuff like this. But I should have made that better jump, but regardless, that's like the only thing you can do. This is going to be really annoying. No one is really saying anything. I'm still trying to see if there's something new, but it's not the... Funny enough, no one is really talking about it on Discord server about this whole glitch thing. I want to do training for the game, but now it's more like, is there anything else you can do now actually in the game in like entirely? Because I don't think there is anything you can do now. Without the spell, the only thing I can think of is wrong warping. But as I said, it's not really going to be the best thing at all. Unless they have also patched that. I am thinking maybe put the game then on a hold until we find something new with the community, or at least discuss it a bit more with the new patches, I guess. See what people may be able to find out. There are some that are really good at breaking down the game in the server, and we can find out some things. Either we can still break the game, or other things that is new that is now possible. Well, that's annoying. Probably just teleport me right to the left. Yeah. That's a big annoying problem. The two major glitches for the whole game is just gone. Oh, and I just cannot think about anything else you can really do. Yeah, I can understand. I can fully understand why they want to, you know, fix the problems and bugs and such. But it's not really that game breaking itself. Like, it didn't really break the game. It did not really it was not really something normal player will find either. Is didn't really need to have anything with it. Why didn't you just not only fix some other bugs? Well, that's that fun. That's gone now. I could technically still reverse the patch and then play it like that and train like that, but as I said, I just want to have the game as it is. Well, that breaks a bit of the fun. You know what? Instead of that, I have a other game here. It should be a small type of game and a bit puzzle top-down game. I'm not 100% sure really of how much it is, but I'm a bit curious about it. Should not be the biggest game, but we are going to change category. Let's see, and change the title. There. I do not know much about the game at all, but since it is a puzzle game, it may be better not to know too much about it. Now, will everything come up on screen? We have sound. Here, Shadow Alchemist. I hope the sound is good enough. It's very difficult to say if the mouse sensitive is high or low. Seems also that it could be played on a gamepad. Reset game controls. Well, let's see how well this game is. The brighter the light, the darker the shadow. Carl Jung. Finley. Okay. Oh, my head. Everything's spinning. Is this one... Oh, wait. Is this what being a potion feels like? Last thing I remember was gathering herbs in the mountains. Then the crown just gave away. Where am I? These walls look ancient. That smell. Like old books and mineral water. Candles still burning. Someone must be here. Hey, actually someone addressing that, hey, no one has been here for ages, but there's still lights on. That means there must have been someone here, right? How well is the sound of the game actually? Like, itself? Load option. Everything is on max here. Okay. Attack. That's the only thing I can right now. I mean, no, when I think about it, it's understandable that I have a knife. I was gathering herbs. But I cannot run. Is that a giant tank? Something floating inside. Please, don't be someone's lunch. Is that a heart? The glass is warm to touch and spotless compared to anything else. Fascinating, I mean. Fascinating. I mean, terrifying, but fascinating. Whatever inside seemed to be growing. Better leave it alone. I'm not getting paid enough for this. Wait, I'm not getting paid at all. Huh? What was that sound? Enemies. So we have a growing potato. Okay, Finley, stay calm. It's just a really dark corridor in a dungeon with embryos hanging on horses. Embryos hanging on horses. And this smell is just awful. It's like a mold mixed with gobbling fingernails. Ugh. Kind of reminds me of a floatian bubble potion recipe. Paper. Log 1. Founding of the facility. Date unknown. We have finally secured a location for our grand endeavor. That's the word. Location for our great endeavor. This abandoned fortress, nestled deep within the mountains, will serve as the perfect site for our alchemical alchemy research. This isolation will ensure our work remains undisturbed. The dungeons below will be repurposed into laboratories where we shall unlock the secrets of transmutation and create life itself. I mean, if you just want to create life, you could try, I do not know, get a woman first. That could help a bit. Founding of the facility. We were doing alchemy research here. Well, that explains the creepy tank. These formulas look advanced. Way above my pay grade. Again, with not being paid. I should unionize. Okay. Oh, that smell like rubbing herbs and acids. The way it pulls that angry red color. The heat coming off is intense. Maybe I should try and use my new rock to get through. Here goes nothing. Story of my life. I doubt that I can go over it. What's that sound? Like crystal chimes. Oh yeah, now I hear it. Okay, Finley. It's just a glowing rock. It's a very pretty one. It's kryptonite, don't touch it. Did I just get an outer shell out of rock? Maybe I hit my head harder than I thought. So I have got a shield, a temporary shield. I wish I had a run button. Do wonder if there's something all on that side. Let's try out. Cooldown is not that big. Nah, nothing. But we have some crystals here as well. Maybe it means something? Those creatures don't look friendly. Are they guarding something? Hello! Who are you? Can you help me? I'm lost. I'm not supposed to be here. That's odd. They seem not to hear me at all. Well, maybe I can show them my harvesting knife if they try to get too close. Wait, what? Ew. What the? And the sound. Okay. Oh. What magical knife do we have here? Is this like a legendary knife or what? It just slices them open on one hit. Magic stone. Another stone. The collection grows. This one's cool to touch. I'm shrinking. This would have been useful at my family gathering. Okay, so I can shrink, I can shield. Oh yeah, I could shield against damage properly. Ha. Okay, I need to be able to have a copy of myself. What else can we find? Cells. This place gets better and better. Well, it was a dungeon, so... I mean, a dungeon in a fortress, so it makes sense. Lock 2. Initial... I cannot speak today. Initial experiments. 3 months after founding, our first attempts at creating alchemy constructs have been mixed. While we have succeeded in animating simple organisms, they lack the complexity and intelligence we seek. The dungeon's shadowy corridor seems to resonate with the essence we are trying to capture. Perhaps the interplay of light and darkness holds the key we have yet to discover. Animated organism, simple construct. These alchemists were completely mad. Brilliant maybe, but definitely mad. Like my old teachers. I need to find a key for this one. Oh, I have a smaller knife as well. Looks like I need to find a key to open this. So... okay. No damage there, nothing in cell either. Maybe? I mean, it goes a bit deeper down. Just standing here, be cute. Don't be touched by whatever is burning. Maybe there is a secret in the cells. We could just not see them. Oops. Almost made it. Okay, got a key. Magic stone. Great. Now there are 2 of me. Double the charm. Just what in the world... Just what the world needed. A more confused alchemist. I can shift my consciousness between the 2 by using the magic stone again. Neat trick. So I can control 2 people at the same time by swifting in between them. Okay. I still need a run button. That would be nice. Here we go. Attack everything. We never know if something may be alive. Money? Are you kidding me? I cannot take the money with me? I'm trapped. Okay, cannot do anything here. Finally, some proper architecture. The ceiling stretches up into the darkness. That's not nice. Another stone. Oh, another puzzle. These mirrors. They are not reflecting right. Green is glowing for some reason. Why is green glowing? This one does nothing. Does it have to do anything with the other stones in the main hall at the beginning? Okay. Now it's blue. Now it's red. What else can I do? Oh. Oh. I have to be fast, seems like. Or maybe not. I thought I needed to have it pink, but it didn't really matter, it seems like. In order to cause a shadow to disappear, you must shine a line on it. This room, haven't I been here before? Getting the weirdest sense of déjà vu. At least my head stopped spinning. I am back. But it's different now, because I have not fallen down here. these walls, they're exactly what I remember. Getting that tingly feeling again. Like my skin knows something my mind doesn't. Yeah, this is different. There's nothing here. Oh. A new path. Two doors. One already playing nice. What's missing? That missing stone though. Very subtle hint. Need a magic stone. That's a very deep hole. The stones are just floating there, taunting me. Watch your step on me. Both of me. Grammar gets complicated with duplicates. Magic stone. Got it. Another piece of paper. Lock 3 breakthrough. A year after founding. Eureka! Eureka. By incorporating shadow essence into our alchemy formulas, we have achieved a significant breakthrough. Our latest construct display rudimentary problem-solving skills and even managed to transmute its own form briefly. This makes a turning point in our research. We must delve deeper into the nature of shadows and their alchemy properties. Enhanced alchemy formulas, interesting energy patterns, pretty standard research stuff. Though these equations look oddly familiar, probably saw something similarly in my studies. So you know something, maybe. I swear this is the third time I see the same room. The designer must really love this layout. He is right. But one of the quizzes are gone. Oh, no, it's here in the middle. Was it a clue about that we could change form? Maybe we are the experiment that was made here. And then we escaped and became real alchemists with no real information. Ooh, hole. Hidden rooms, classic dungeon design. And that's stinky crash again. Better to pay attention. No respawns in real life. Right. That was a joke, mostly. So... Ah! It burns! Maybe I need to be small? Do I need a certain pattern? It's like I'm doing something wrong. I mean, I must do something wrong. Why can I not just take it? It's right here. Is there anything I can say for sure? I can do this to open up the door. Nice. I cannot read what I've gotten already. Do I know which one I need to actually stand on? I see a triangle. I see square and triangle on the wall. Does that mean anything? Okay, that's an instant death. Do I need to stand on... I can't even see if I need to stand on like of certain things. I only hear a sound, but I don't hear anything that sounds like a solution, like I'm standing in the right place. Nothing is really leading up. At the very least, it's only very, very short. So I can only think. I do not know a certain pattern, maybe. I see a square and I see a triangle, so that's the square makes sort of sense. Is that like the way I need to do it? There is a timer on it. Oh, I need all of them to close at the same time. This is going to be a problem. So my clone dies immediately up there. Didn't all of them close there at the same time? Yeah, I can do it where everyone close. Am I just completely... Am I just such an idiot that I cannot figure out what to do here? I feel like I've tried different patterns trying to make them glow at the same time. I don't... Well, I have saved. Let's see. You died. I was just curious what would happen if I end up dying. Apparently, nothing really. What the hell do you want from me then, game? I cannot attack it. What else can I do? It would not do anything if I actually did it. Hmm. I don't even see a real pattern. So I'm doing something completely wrong here. What exactly do I do wrong, and what is the right solution? Hmm. I feel like the only clue I really have is the square and triangle. But that cannot be it. I could maybe try and go back and see if there is a clue, maybe. But I do not know. I feel like there is something I'm missing. Hmm. I only have one life. That was like the other clue I got. And the shadow immediately dies as soon as you touch it. I can take a bit of damage, but I do die otherwise. Oh. That's a bit short, but okay. This is not a good. This has not been a good day for streaming. Haha. So, something just coming up, and I am going to need to leave, and that's going to be around an hour, if not more, actually. That's so it's ended up becoming a short stream day again here now because of that. So my sister is asking for a few things that I need to go and help her with. So yeah, I need to end stream actually, and yeah, that's how it is sometimes. Ugh. I'm going to look, or at the very least wait a bit regarding AI limit. See what the community is going to say about it myself. Regarding with the new updates. Otherwise, Friday, I guess I will then do Shadow Alchemist and hope that I can find out the puzzles at that time. Because right now I'm just locked and I don't really see a solution in the place I am in right now. But yeah, I have to take it as it comes. But I need to go. So I would say thanks for everyone for calling by, saying goodbye, having a good day, good night. Everyone, take care. See ya.